So what's up guys? Hopefully you're all doing well. It is Saturday, I forgot the date. I think it's I thought it was Sunday was the first, Monday the second, Tuesday third, Wednesday fourth. Alright, let's not worry about the date. So obviously a lot to talk about today. So let's talk. Obviously, this is mainly a video about the inghams. So a lot of you guys will have noticed that the inghams didn't upload a vlog last night. Now, Chris put a post on Instagram saying that the reason that they didn't upload a vlog last night was because of because apparently they had been in the wilderness and they had no internet access. You know, that's their excuse for, you know, every time a vlog doesn't upload, it isn't uploaded or a vlog's late. They always say, oh, it's an internet issue or something like that. Now, we all know what the real reason is for there either being no vlog at all or for a vlog being late. And the real reason for that is that they always upload a vlog late or don't upload a vlog when a previous vlog hasn't done too well views wise. And this is what the problem is here. Obviously on Thursday night they obviously uploaded Isabel's birthday present opening vlog. Now, they probably thought that was going to do, really well views-wise. But unfortunately, it's only actually done slightly better than their normal vlogs. It hasn't done that much better than what their normal vlogs do. It's only done slightly better than their previous vlogs, than obviously their normal vlogs. And it's quite funny to see, I think, it's very clear to see that times have changed. And I think that Sarah and Chris really need to start accepting that times have changed and that vlogs that used to be bringing in hundreds of thousands of views aren't going to be bringing them in that many views anymore. But this is the reality of the situation. The birthday vlogs are not going to be bringing in that many views anymore. But the issue is Sarah and Chris are still expecting them to always do really well. So they're obviously not happy, but they're obviously pissed off. Well, they obviously get pissed off when the birthday vlogs don't actually do as well as they think they're going to do. As we all know, they act like, they act like views don't matter to them and things like that. But I think that, I think their view counts matter more to them than anything else does. I think it matters to them more than they say it does, or more than they claim it does. Obviously, they probably think that the birthday vlog, because the birthday vlogs are like a special vlog, then they should do better than they should be doing better than normal vlogs. And yeah, maybe they should be doing better than normal vlogs. But it obviously pisses them off that the birthday vlogs are not doing that much better than their normal vlogs actually do. They've only done slightly better than their normal vlogs. There's not been a massive difference in their views on that, but for that vlog. A few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, maybe they would have done, they probably would have done a lot better with regards to the views. Maybe that vlog would have done a whole lot better than they actually did now, It's only on, around 53,000 views. But had it been around 4 or 5 years ago, that vlog would have, probably would have gotten around 80,000-90,000 views, if not more. it's like, you know, it pisses them off when they don't upload, you know. I mean, surely it's been, you know, I mean, has it not become very noticeable that when a vlog doesn't do well, they either don't upload the next day or the vlog is late the next day? You know, basically what they're doing, you know, is they're basically punishing people for the fact that their views were shit on the fact that their previous vlog didn't get that many views. But at the end of the day, it's nobody else's fault that the content they're putting out on their channel is basically complete and utter dot crap. And I don't care what the iFams say. You know, I'll say this regardless of what the iFams say, because we know it's all true. You know, we know that they get pissed off when a certain vlog they think is going to do well doesn't end up doing as well as they think it's going to. You know, this is the thing. This is the issue here. They probably thought that birthday present opening vlog was gonna bring in quite a large amount of views, but it didn't quite. I don't think it quite got the amount of views they thought it was going to. You know, like I just feel like Chris and Sarah haven't really accepted the fact that times have changed, and I think they need to start accepting that. Like, they need to start accepting the fact that times have changed, that the times have changed, and that certain vlogs that used to be bringing in, decent amounts of views aren't going to bring in a decent amount of views anymore. You know, same with the travel vlogs. They don't bring in as many views as they used to bring in anymore. You know, as I've said in previous videos, the only birthday vlog, the only vlogs that are really still doing any good in terms of views are the Christmas vlogs. They're the only ones that still seem to actually get a decent amount of views. You know, none of the other vlogs do. You know, I mean, I can imagine that they were probably also pissed off about the fact that a lot of people were saying that the birthday presents they got for Isabel looked like they were meant more for a 9-year-old than they were for someone that was that was 19. Which, to be fairness, they did look like they were more, you know, like she did get a lot of Hello Kitty stuff and things like that. And I just thought to myself, like, yeah, maybe those birthday presents did look like they were meant more for someone that was around 9 years old rather than 19. But I feel like the problem with the inghams is that they're not really letting their kids grow up. And they need to start doing that. They need to start letting their kids grow up. You know, what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep their kids as young as they possibly can for as long as they can. And they need to stop doing that. They need to start letting their kids grow up a bit. You know, I mean, a lot of the time they still treat their kids like babies. You know, I mean, they still speak to Jason like a babyish way. You know, I mean, Mila's 3, they should be speaking to her in a bit more of a grown-up way rather than speaking to her in a babyish toddler way, you know, as they do. You know, it's just, you know, it's always so funny when a vlog doesn't do well and then the next day they either don't upload or upload the vlog at all, or the vlog is late. And you think, and there's obviously, and then they always come out with the same old internet issues, saying either their internet was crap or they didn't have internet access at all. You know, we all know that's total bullshit. You know, we all know that, you know, this whole internet, as I think it's not true. The thing is, like, I just don't believe it, you know, really, and the reason I don't believe that it's true, you know, it's because it's an excuse they've used so many times. Like, it's an excuse, they practically use that excuse, or should I say they basically use that excuse every single time they don't upload a vlog or a vlog is late, which is why that excuse is, you know, it's starting to become, you know, less and less believable. But of course the iFam are going to believe that. Of course the iFam are going to believe that it was just a case of them having no internet access. But we all know what the real reason was. the real reason for them not uploading a vlog yesterday was because they were pissed off over the fact that Isabel's birthday present opening vlog didn't do as well as they thought it was going to. You know, it didn't get them as many views as they thought it was going to. And they obviously weren't happy about that. You know, they weren't happy about the fact that Isabel's birthday present opening vlog didn't really do that much better than it didn't really do, you know, that much better than their normal vlogs do. You know, it only really did slightly better. You know, there was only a slight improvement in their views compared to other vlogs. But, you know, that's what the situation is now, is that certain vlogs that used to do really well with regards to views and things like that, are not going to do that well anymore. They're not going to be bringing in the views they used to be bringing in. And it just doesn't feel like Chris and Sarah have really started accepting that yet. Like they haven't, you know, it genuinely does feel like they haven't accepted that yet. And I think the sooner they accept that fact, the better. You know, the sooner they accept the fact that certain vlogs that used to be doing really well in terms of views are not going to be doing that well anymore, the better things might actually be. You know, it's just, you know, I think that, you know, that like nowadays, I think they need to be thinking about what the future holds for them and what the future holds for their channel. Because the future for their channel is looking incredibly bleak. You know, if their birthday vlogs aren't even bringing a decent amount of views, what hope have they actually got? You know, it's like, you know, you go back like 5 or 6 years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, and that was something they could have used against people. They could use the fact that the birthday vlogs were still doing well and were still bringing in a decent amount of views, because they were. This is the thing. There was once a time where the birthday vlogs were some of their most watched vlogs. You know, some of their most watched vlogs were the birthday vlogs and Christmas vlogs. But the birthday vlogs have really fallen away in terms of views. But if truth be told, like, none of the birthday vlogs in recent years have really been that spectacular. You know, Isla's birthday wasn't particularly amusing. You know, it felt like she got the shit end of the stick yet again. You know, like she always does. You know, this has been my argument for the past couple of years. Is it feels like Isla's always gotten a crap birthday in comparison to the sort of birthdays that Esme and Isla have gotten. Esme and Isabel have got. It always feels like Esme and Isabel have gotten better stuff than Isla got. You know, when they've never been away for Isla's birthday, but they've always been away for Esme's birthday. They've always been away for Isabel's birthday, but they've never been away for Isla's birthday. The only time I can remember them being away for Isla's birthday was a couple of years ago when they were away in Ireland. Obviously, then they stayed in that cottage over, you know, and they were away for Isla's birthday then. But they weren't away for Isla's birthday last year. And they weren't away for Isla's birthday this year. But they were away for both Esme's birthday and Isabel's birthday. You know. And to be honest with you, I do feel bad for Isla, because I feel like Isla always does get the shitter end of the stick. Always does get the shitty end of the stick. You know, a large majority of the time. You know, it's like when she's talking, you know, you see that Sarah can't stand her, like when she's talking, you know, especially when she's talking, like, Sarah doesn't really seem like she cares that much about what Isla's saying, like, she's not interested. You know, it's just not, like, you know, their views these days are laughable. You know, I'd be interested to see how well the Christmas vlogs do, because I'm expecting them to still do quite well this year. You know, they're the only, as I said, they're the only vlogs that are still doing well. They're the only vlogs that are still bringing them in a decent amount of views. None of their other vlogs are they? Let's face it. You know, let's be honest here. And it's just craziness, pure craziness at its very best. And I honestly don't know what else to say, like, and I don't know what else anybody is supposed to say about this. But I think people need to start realising that, you know, start actually taking notice of the fact that they don't upload a vlog, or the vlog is late when a previous vlog hasn't actually done well in terms of views. And that's what the situation is here. They're punishing people for the fact that Isabel's birthday present opening vlog didn't do well in terms of views. They weren't happy about that. They weren't happy about the fact that the birthday present opening vlog didn't do all that well. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to. And it's as simple as that. That's all I really wanted to come on and say, like, is just set the record straight on why they don't upload, sometimes, and why a vlog is late. There's normally a bigger reason for that, and it's not just to do with them not having internet access or anything like that. There is always a bigger reason for it. They obviously they won't admit they couldn't be bothered, or they're not gonna put a post up on Instagram saying, "Oh, we didn't upload a vlog tonight because we were pissed off because the birthday vlog didn't get that many views." Like, why would they admit that? Why would they want to admit that they were pissed off about the fact that the birthday present opening vlog didn't do that well? They're not gonna admit that, but we all know it. We all know it's the reason why they didn't upload the vlog yesterday. And we all know that they were pissed off about the fact that, incredibly pissed off even, about the fact that Isabel's birthday vlog didn't bring them in that many views. That's all it comes down to, is them not being happy about a vlog not doing well. But they need to accept the fact that a lot of vlogs aren't going to do that well these days. Because people are not interested in the birthday vlogs and that anymore. People are not interested, and there's a big part of the reason why the birthday present opening vlog didn't really do well yesterday, and that was because a lot of people had already seen what Isabella gotten, because Sarah posted a video on TikTok a few hours earlier, showing what Isabella had actually got for her birthday. So there was no point in them uploading a vlog. It's like they shouldn't show things on TikTok and then show them on the birthday vlog. I think if Sarah didn't show what she'd already done on TikTok, show what she'd done on TikTok, I think, or what they were getting on TikTok, maybe they would get more views. Because obviously, it would be a bit more of an element of surprise. They should keep things very hush-hush until they put the vlog out. Like, they shouldn't show anything on TikTok until they put that vlog out, so that everyone gets to see, gets to see it properly, because it's not, it kind of ruins things a little bit, the fact that people get to see what she's done on TikTok before they get to see it on YouTube. I think that has a huge impact on the views in general. I think, to be honest, I think a lot of the things they do have a negative impact on the views they get. Clickbaiting is becoming a big problem, and that's, you can see that they're getting desperate with some of the stuff they're having to clickbait, It's just a situation, they are getting incredibly desperate reviews, and you can see that from a mile off. But yeah, that's all I really had to say today. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you for another one very, very soon. Have a good day. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.